Welcome to my Ibibio, the channel that tells the Ibibio story, the untold story, and takes Ibibio to the world. In my previous video, I shared something unique about Ibibio, the origin of Ibibio from the central Benue Valley, down through Imo State to Arochukwu, Ibom, Arochukwu in present Abia State. And I promise you that in my next video, we'll be talking about the origin of Ibibio from Israel. And it may interest you to know that Ibibios are Israelites. Ibibios are the tribe the Israeli Jews that migrated to Africa. Some call it the lost Israeli Jews that migrated to Africa during depression, and so they stayed in Africa. They established, they found their residence in Africa, and some of them actually resided in where we call Ndubi Hills in southern Sudan, and that happens to be the Ibibio. They were called the Ibibios there by other residents of the place. So those were the Ibibios that settled there, and incidentally, the Ibos too were also in southern Sudan. And from history too, we also get to know that the Ibos are call it also Israelite like Ibibios too. So they coexisted, the Ibibios and the Ibos, they coexisted in southern Sudan, and for a long time they understand each other, they related with each other for a while. And as human beings and as people with different backgrounds, somehow there were little crises there that makes them to decide to move. And when they decide to move, they didn't move alone. Oh, that's the funny aspect of it. They moved with the Ibos. The Ibos had to move with them. So they moved to the present eastern Nigeria of today. So while the Ibibios settled at Ibom in present Arochukwu, in Abia State, the Ibos settled around to the neighborhood in Olu, the Onitsha, and the Nri areas. So they stayed there, and the Ibibio settled and then kept expanded, and then the children became a force in Arochukwu until crisis erupted again. Now it was a crisis between the Aro Ibo and the Ibibios, and they invaded the Ibom, where the Ibibios settled, and then there was a serious war. The Ibibios resisted the Ibos, but again, the Ibos has strong allies, neighbors, so they had to invite others, the warriors from Ohafia areas and the other part of the Igbo land, who came in and then joined with the Aro Ibos to fight the Ibibios. And somehow Ibibio could not withstand, and they had to leave to where they are presently in Akwa Ibom State. So that is the story of Ibibio from southern Sudan, the lost tribe, call it the lost tribe. So we can conclude that the Ibibios are Israelite too, from our story here. I don't know what you feel about it, but that is a story. And so we've traced the Ibibios from Saturday, we've traced the Ibibio from the central Benue Valley, and then we have traced the Ibibio from the tribe, the lost tribe of Israel. And let's get to know what you think, what you feel, and what's your reaction, and maybe what you know too about the Ibibios that we don't really know. I will really appreciate your views on the subject of origin of Ibibio. So share with us your thoughts and let's discuss together. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube if you have not done that already, and don't forget to share this video, because it's a continuous conversation and we need to discuss and we need to redefine the Ibibio identity. So let's share the video um, let's comment, let's like our Facebook page. Gonna be in our Facebook page, our YouTube channels, our Twitter handle, and let's continue the conversation. In the next video, we'll tell you something unique. Remember, we told you about these Ibibios coming from Usara. So we'll tell you they had to migrate. They migrated through two routes, two different routes: the sea and the land. And then the sea landed in where we have the Iket and the Ron and the those watering areas, and then the people that came in through the land also landed in the Ikono aspect and the Uyo area. So we will discuss that in our next video, and you don't have to miss this conversation for any reason. Let's discuss.